Hello, my lovely people. Another beautiful day. How are you all doing? I uploaded 2 videos last week on diabetes, and due to some demands from people, I'm doing another video on diabetes, but they wanted me to talk more about it. And actually, somebody called me regarding her uncle who has one of the shocking complications of diabetes I'm going to mention. So today I thought, okay, let me come here and talk more about diabetes, and today I'm concentrating on the shocking complications of uncontrolled diabetes. Some people were asking me, are you a doctor? Somebody was saying, are you a pharmacist, and stuff like that. I'm neither of those, but I'm a senior health practitioner, and I know a little bit about health. That's what I'm sharing with us, just creating awareness. I don't know it all, and I don't want to go into too much detail, just the basic things that we need to know about managing diabetes, and obviously any other health condition that I'll be able to cover in future. So I want to start by saying that over time, high blood glucose levels can damage body organs, and possible long-term effects include damage to large or macrovascular and small or microvascular blood vessels. And this can include heart attack and can cause stroke, and other problems. Other shocking complications includes kidney problems, which I've covered before, or in medical term is called nephropathy. Eyes problem, also called retinopathy, and may lead to blindness. So diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness in adults aged 20 to 74 years, according to National Eye Institute. Shocking, isn't it? Something that can easily be managed and controlled. If left untreated and uncontrolled, it can actually lead to eye problems leading to blindness. That's quite shocking. So we have to take this very, very seriously. And another problem is peripheral neuropathy. Again, this is nerve damage causing pain, numbness, and weakness in your in the feet. So that's another shocking one. It can be very uncomfortable. Some people might be walking around without even feeling that they're walking on anything. They can put their leg on fire or on something without even knowing that they are burning themselves, because there's no feelings there at all. That's shocking, isn't it? Then the next one is erectile dysfunction. And you know how serious this can be for any man to have that problem. And yes, uncontrolled diabetes can actually lead to this. So if people can take action immediately, they are diagnosed they're noted to be diabetes or diabetic, then it will be a good thing. It will help to control some of these shocking complications. The next one is amputation. Amputation is surgical removal of a limb. That's the one somebody told me about her uncle, and she wants me to talk about it because amputation can be a big issue. And diabetes complication can lead to people losing their limbs. It can be below knee, it can be above knee, it can be losing their toes, it can be losing their feet or foot. So these are shocking things that can happen if diabetes is left uncontrolled. So you see what I mean when I say that diabetes is one of the worst conditions to have. No medical condition is good to have. However, diabetes is one of the worst ones to have because it will start affecting other organs. Like I've just listed, to recap, I've mentioned something about heart attack, I've mentioned stroke, I've mentioned nephropathy, which is a kidney problem, I've mentioned retinopathy, which is eye problem. I've mentioned peripheral neuropathy, which is nerve damage. I've mentioned erectile dysfunction. I've mentioned amputation. And amputation, people who are amputees, they have problem with what is called a phantom pain. Phantom pain is like when your leg or is amputated, you have whatever is left there is called a stump. So that stump can cause a lot of pain. That's what they call a phantom pain, and it can be very, very excruciating. And yeah, so that's another thing that the lady told me, that her uncle suffers from a lot, because obviously the limb is not there. So these are small things these are shocking things that can result if we do not take care of ourselves once we are noted to be pre-diabetic or even diabetic. Another thing is a wound not healing. People will have a wound and it will be there for a long time. It will not heal. Might become septic. It might become necrotic. It might just start causing lots of problem because that wound is not healing. And obviously, if it gets infected, it can lead to blood clots or anything like that, and it's just not good. So please, this is just an awareness for every one of us to know that diabetes is a big issue. It is a big issue. It's a big issue, and the complications are so shocking. It can affect various organs in our bodies. And I want to also mention something, because the last time I talked about change of lifestyle, weight reduction, and people were thinking that, oh, if you're slim, you're okay, you won't have diabetes. No, I've known a lot of people who are actually slim and they still develop diabetes. Either it's from their family history, or because they have their inside is actually fatty. Some people have fat inside and it don't show outside, and when fat is covering the organs like pancreas, kidney, liver, they can actually cause people to develop diabetes. So it's not just for people who are overweight. People who are slim can also develop diabetes. So it's good for everyone to look out, do your health checks, make sure that you do your blood works regularly. And if you're noted at any stage that you're pre-diabetic or even diabetic, as a matter of fact, it's time to take control. Take control immediately by changing what you eat and your lifestyle and everything, so that the diabetes can be reversed. But when you leave it and it has gone in too far, start damaging your nerves and start causing all these things I've just listed, then it becomes more difficult to manage. But when it's picked up on time and you start on time to reverse it, it can be reversed. There's nothing like, oh, my diabetes is cured. It's not cured. There's no cure for it, but it can be managed and it can be reversed. But when it's reversed, you have to continue with your healthy, whatever you have done to reverse it, you have to continue, because once you stop that and go back to your normal ways, it will come back and even worse. So it's very important for people to know this, because some people don't. They think that, oh, my blood sugar, I've been checking it, it's been okay now, and they think they can just go back to normal. No, it's not business as usual. Once you've had diabetes before, you have to be very alert and continue with your healthy eating and healthy lifestyle. And this condition can actually be well managed if people can be really serious and take the bull by the horn and say, well, this condition is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat this condition. I'm not going to have any of these shocking complications I've just listed out, because it can be quite devastating. Yeah, so I've mentioned a few things here. I hope you still remember them. It can cause heart attack, stroke, kidney problems or nephropathy, eye problem or retinopathy, peripheral neuropathy, which is nerve damage. It can cause erectile dysfunction. It can lead to amputations, either knee, toes, or whatever. It can lead to wounds not healing. You can have a wound that will be there for a long time and not healing. So these are some of the shocking complications of uncontrolled blood sugar, uncontrolled diabetes. Please, let us do more. This is just creating awareness. So that's the top of video for today. In 2 days' time, I'm going to talk about another condition that is actually a big issue as well at the moment. In fact, some people call it type 3 diabetes. I'm going to talk about that condition because it's all well related to diabetes as well. We need to know it's also increasing. A lot of people are being diagnosed with that condition. Even people in their 30s and so on are being diagnosed with that condition. So it's something that we also need to know about. So I'm going to discuss that in 2 days time when I upload the next video. I'm going to stop this one here. I'm sure you have got 1 or 2 things. Please share this video with people so that they will also benefit, and so that way we are raising more awareness, because some people don't know some of these things, that the shocking effects of this condition. They think it's just one of those conditions, you take your medication and that you're okay to go. No, so we need to be creating this awareness. So share the video, and give this video a thumbs up as well. I'll see you in my next one in 2 days time, when we will discuss a different condition that is actually related to this diabetes as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop here. Goodbye and God bless you.